Imagine this. The boss thinks the driver is getting cozy with his car, fires the guy, and the next day the girl's dad is driving that $1 million. Sayoma is a quirky girl. Her frugal family relies on their neighbor's power due to unpaid bills. After a brother's expedition, they found a signal in the bathroom and surfed the web by the toilet. As they started working, the streets sanitized. Koso's dad kept the windows open to enjoy the free disinfecting. Even with their house being robbed, no one wanted to close those windows, sipping on expired beer while Sayoshi's brother showed up. That antique box looked like a treasure chest, but upon opening it, everyone's disappointment skyrocketed. This time, the friend came to borrow Sayoshi's tutoring. She loved that girl and hoped Sayoshi would care for her. Sayoma forged Sayoshi a student proof at the internet cafe. Sayoshi finally found the mansion. Stepping in felt like entering another planet, with lush, watered lawns breathtaking. The person in front of him wasn't Sayoshi's boss, but just a servant in the house. The lady didn't check Sayoshi's credentials, as she trusted familiar faces too much. For safety, she decided to attend Sayoshi's first lesson. The girl's frequent page flipping confirmed his suspicion. With 4 college entrance exams under her belt, she knew what the girl was thinking and, to appear professional, grabbed her wrist. She pretended to be profound, checking the girl's pulse, analyzing her heartbeat. The girl blushed shyly despite not understanding. The lady was counting bills. Sayoshi's monthly salary. She was thrilled, more than the previous tutor. Just after a few words, her little son popped into Kosuke's. His playful antics gave her a headache, while Sayoshi pretended to be a child expert, starting the game. The two watched the little boy speak, with Sayoshi filling his mouth with fake praise. As they left, the lady began complaining again about the lack of an art teacher. Sayoshi had a brilliant idea. He thought of his sister, and Sayoma disguised herself as a high-class returnee, tagging along for the interview. Just before pressing the doorbell with her brother, the sister suddenly stopped him, a gesture that mirrored the previous interview. The dinner table was full of laughter, but when the lady asked to observe the first class, Sayoma unexpectedly turned her down. Sayoshi was already kissing the girl, planning to ask the maid to bring water upstairs, but when she arrived, she saw Sayoma and the suddenly obedient boy. The little boy sat beside Sayoma, bowing to the teacher after reprimand, leaving the lady curious. Seeing her son's behavior, the lady scolded upon seeing the maid, but Sayoma wouldn't relent. She wanted to explain the maid's status, but Sayoma remained defiant. As the lady tried to explain, Sayoma seemed to turn into a child expert. It was as if she saw straight into the boy's heart through the painting, leading the mother to feel deeply anxious and concerned. Sayoma analyzed the artwork. A black doodle was a serious issue to her. Her profound insight was eye-opening. She completely won the lady's heart, introducing herself when her husband returned, while he told the driver to take her home. "Mr. Jessica, I've always been exhausted. Can I trust you with my assets?" Sayoma thought, declining the driver's offer. Worried about revealing her address after all, a basement doesn't vibe with a returnee brother. She rejected the driver's good intent. A thought ignited. Sayoma took off her underwear, framing the driver, as the lady planned to switch. However, like her brother, she treated her father as a stranger and was pushed to work today. The boss served him a cup of coffee, while the father drove with a stoic face. There wasn't a ripple with the coffee. Having just a year of driving experience, she pretended to be a pro with She turned off the luxury car sound system, thanks to yesterday's preview. The father and son had a crash course in the luxury car, leading to today's amazing performance. Of the 4, only Mom was jobless. They wanted to cram their mom into the mansion, but the maid was cunning, having served for 2 years. Originally, she was quite a tough nut to crack, but Sayoshi's student was a blabbermouth. Upon learning the ant was a peach, he immediately bought one, and his brother used a blade to collect its feather skin. The following day after school, he casually sprinkled some peach fuzz on the ant's hair. Cough cough, she thought she had never seen such a typical peach, and went to the hospital for a checkup without a clue. The dear dad appeared astonishingly in the front seat, lightly pressing the camera shutter. "Madam, the very last person I saw was indeed this girl." "Oh, is she a girl?" The father falsely accused the aunt of tuberculosis. The incredibly naive lady believed it and got scared. "Oh, wait, Sayoma got a message." With 3 minutes to go, she pulled out the peach, breezily went downstairs, ready to act on the auntie. Wait for the allergic reaction. As the auntie felt uneasy, the lady reached the garage up the stairs. Suddenly, she heard the auntie coughing, covering her mouth with a tissue. She tossed it into the bin while Dad rushed in for a check. He discreetly pulled out the prepared sauce from his pocket, and as a result, Bamanti was fired that very night, losing her job. But the lady offered no explanation, wistfully looking back at the place she had lived for 7 or 8 years, while the boss complained in the car. No one has cared for the house these days. The father handed his sleek, luxurious business card, explaining it was for members only. Suddenly, a big car in front changed lanes, startled. The father couldn't help but curse a bit, trying to downplay his presence. He kept urging the boss not to tell the lady, but frequently turning around had lost him basic professional etiquette she seriously couldn't handle. Finally, a few days later, she called, naively preparing some info as per Xiaomai's instructions, and led her mother into the house. The driver in the house smelled just like the maid. Everyone else failed to notice, but the kids seemed to sniff out something off.